I turned my Facebook down.
On the map where the spirits flow, you found your way
we're in
to
a
the
little
lost
window now. I don't know.
gold. You're chasing a trail that has long gone cold, to tell the stories that must be told. Michael's jokes light up the night. Brady's eyes catch every sight. MaryLynn connects with other realms. Together they unveil the tales. Paranormal cryptids, aliens too. Exploring mysteries old and new. Ghost legend, these unknown.
Is it working? Must be on my end.
There's stuff on there. It's kind of
Laughs and chills, truth and fun. Their journey's just begun. Step into the shadows, step into the night. Seeking the truth that's hidden from sight.
We're live.
We're live.
Live. Hello,
live.
everybody. Welcome to another episode of Lost Goat Podcast. I think this is the fourth one, I think. And
Yeah.
we're going to continue the tradition of excellence by having another awesome guest on tonight. Are we going to throw him backstage or we're just going to introduce him?
They've already seen him, so
You've already seen him.
I'm
Okay.
here.
So you know who it is. So Mr. Fireman Mike. Michael John
Hey.
Angus, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on. Glad to be here. And actually, I'm at work, so that sort of fits the whole role.
Apropos.
Yeah. Yep. He's working. There you go. The intro is
Nice.
playing.
All right. So we're going
Whatever
to
that
share
means.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out here.
I see it on Facebook Live.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. There we are.
yep, everybody's
Weird, it
saying that
just-
he's on.
Okay, good. As long as
I
it's
can-
on.
You
There
lost
it
the
is.
goat. There's Vince. Hi, Vince.
What is up, Vince? All right. So again, sharing is caring. If you would like, we'd love for you guys to take the time, share it out, let people know that we're out here. We're going to be talking. We got some great things to talk about. We have some great conversations to have with the one and only Fire Hoseman. So we're really excited for that.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Are you in a fire?
I'm in a bunk.
place?
Yeah, I'm in a fire station in the city. I'm covering for a few hours for some of the guys, having a social event together since they never get a chance to all interact since they're on other shifts.
Mm.
So I work part-time in the city, and the chief asked me if I
Rubber.
come in for a couple hours and cover while they went and had a evening out together. And
What do you mean they don't get to socialize? What are the bunk
well,
beds
because
for?
of different shifts. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, everyone works different shifts. So
Yeah,
they don't
that's
always
true.
get to, they just pass each other, in the change of shifts. So to get together and to share some social time and camaraderie besides the job, because, it's a little different when you have the street clothes on than it is when you're here. So,
Yeah.
but
So we all
anywho,
have some interesting questions for you in
all
regards
right,
to
shoot
working in a
away.
fire. Well, my first is like, when you're there,
hmm
what liquor do you guys tend to drink so you don't seem to be wasted when you arrive on site?
Vodka says it doesn't smell.
Smell.
Oh, smart.
Smart.
Yeah,
Smart
yeah.
It's
folks.
clear.
That were just turpentine. Hell, we were cleaning paintbrushes.
Yeah.
No,
there you go.
unfortunately, the old days. Maybe some bigger departments would have beer in the evening, but probably not no more.
Okay.
Actually, some guys I know probably function better with a beer or two, but
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
yes,
That would be
Yes.
Yeah,
a shot.
this one.
like the
Yes.
Brady Bunch.
Although
Oh,
MaryLynn,
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
I can't brand, so there you can guess.
cover it up.
Oh, okay, right. Yes. Be fair. Be nice.
MaryLynn, I have to say, you were another one that do. I didn't even know you were like wasted. Was that last weekend when we were with
It
Franny?
was last week. Yeah.
Girl, you were plastered, and I was like, "What is up?" It was
I don't think
funny.
I've ever seen her drunk.
No,
It was funny,
try
Mike.
not to.
It was funny.
Spirits for spirits. I just realized I gave myself amaretto again. Damn it.
Oh,
My wife is that.
I like amaretto like regular, like you can mix it with some stuff, but
I have a
it's super
question.
light. Gotta hit that Rogers wave.
The
Aaron
Rogers
Rodgers, he
way.
loves doing that wave.
you have a
Lee
question?
Thornton, hi. Yeah, so long story short, I think we're gonna move. We're buying a new home, trying to.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
still in the same city, but
You did not run this by me.
I know you'll still have your own room. But what I'm getting at is my wife's like, I think Gagliano forgot these, and there was a love fortune cookies. Were they
Oh,
yours?
yeah. Probably, yes.
I'm like, they were in a spare room. I'm like, I didn't even ask because I seen them one time and they're cleaning, and I'm like, she goes, I think these were Gaglianos. She threw them out, but
Oh, you
I,
should have opened them up because they all had funny sayings.
I didn't know that. Like, I didn't put it all together. Like, I
They
didn't know
were
you let them there.
mine.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know
There's
that.
never anything normal about me.
Yeah, it was funny.
Was that intentional, Mike? Did you do that on
You
purpose?
never told me that guy. I didn't know who they
I thought they
were.
would find them, you know.
Yeah,
That's
Anytime Mike goes somewhere, he has to leave something behind. So I get something every
oh,
time.
Yes.
when my in-laws stay, that's their bedroom. I thought maybe it
Like,
was
what?
their stuff,
Piff.
so I just sort of let it be.
There you go.
I didn't
That's
want to
fair.
know no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a laugh out of that today.
That's funny.
Mhm.
It's
So
funny.
where, are you staying in Georgia or what?
Yeah. Hey, Rick.
Wait.
Or Rick. I don't know which Mike, but hey. Yeah. Just like a half mile over, they're building a new development, some new homes. Not close together, but trying to downsize. I got one kid still at home, and she's going to graduate next year. Hi, Jenny. And just that house is expensive to run. You know, it's almost 3,000 square feet. My electric's almost $500 a month, and it's a lot.
That's true.
Drunk
Are you
Maryland
gonna-
is fun.
So are you downsizing your
Yes, about 1,800 square foot.
Oh man, yeah, you're getting.
They're building it now.
I went from 4,400 to 1,200, so I'm
Oh
right there with you.
my God, that's a lot.
Dude,
So-
the house is too huge. We literally only used 2 rooms, and none of the rest of the house. So
I get it. But
and then
anyways,
when my dad died, we were like, we don't need this house anymore. We're out.
we just got. And then you live out of the city, right?
Did you say out of left titty?
That too. That was Katie.
Yes, we moved to Boulder
Yes, that was-
City.
yeah.
Boulder City. I didn't want to tell
Boulder
everybody
City.
where
I
you
moved to Boulder
live.
City.
Okay.
Let me put my hearing aid in.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
I should have done that.
Mike, are you still going to be near the jail? Your jail?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm in the same city.
Okay,
Yeah, a half mile from my house,
gotcha.
where I live now. If
Yeah,
it all
you
has to
can't
line
move
up.
too far away from the parole officer. So
No, that's true. The ankle bracelet will beep. So
It'll
there's a
start
lot of
beeping.
stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in play that has to line up. So we'll see. But anyways,
happen.
when it comes, yeah.
all right. So here's a question for you.
Sure.
So now that you've won, obviously you've done stuff with Southern Heat Paranormal. You've done the Old Bleckley County Jail. That's your jam. Fantastic. But now you've done all this filming and you've gone to some other locations now as an investigator. Have you noticed like I guess like a change in like spiritual energy of the type of ghosts from like state to state?
Mm,
I know
I
that may
would-
sound strange, but like, you go to, that the Bible Belt and maybe they have a certain persona. You go to up to Boston where they're like no dice all the time.
right.
Maybe they just have a different feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I guess different places have different experiences, but I don't know if whoever we're talking to or wherever it is, if they're different. I guess in a way. I mean, I guess the jail I run, it's a southern state, so a lot of bad things happen in the south. So you may have a little of that bleeding over to some of the responses you get compared to maybe somewhere in New York or Ohio.
Yeah.
You know, that time frame and people that lived in that time frame obviously is different. You know, even up north, you may get a little more because it's just older, the northern part of the country. So
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this with somebody recently, another guest. I forget who it was, and I think, oh, you know what? It was Marcy and Crystal were on recently, and because they're way down in Louisiana and I'm way up in Philly, I
right,
was asking them, you know, the difference between North and South, if they felt a
It's a
difference.
compass.
What's that?
The difference between north and south is a compass.
That's true. That is true too. A
Well, yeah,
compass.
'cause I think it's the mannerisms because you're going to have something different from the south.
sure,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I find out in a jail for sure. You know, the responses we get, obviously,
Yeah.
with you know, in that time and stuff that happened is a little.
I mean, can you
different
just
than-
imagine maybe like 100 years from now, you're investigating the post-apocalyptic city of San Francisco, and it's just, I guess,
It's not
gay
now
ghosts.
already.
Like, I don't know if that is that. I don't know if that would matter. Or
I don't know if
like-
that matters then.
how would they come through the, you know, the like that? How would they come through that?
Was that like a sound
Is that a
effect?
dog?
What
That
was that?
yes, that was my dog.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
it's
it was
kind of
rooster.
He sounds like he does. He sounds like a drunk rooster. He's
I'll
awful.
say.
Get off the sauce.
Which
Okay,
one was
okay.
it?
Hi, Annie.
That
Hi,
was
Annie.
Fozzie. But you know, I just if you're doing like the Estes
Yeah.
method and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
there,
yeah. I mean,
are
you
they
get
gonna be
different.
like, hey, I'm like, oh, okay, we've reached one. No, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
We did have a really I thought of a question for you, but I don't remember. I told MaryLynn.
I'm sorry, we've been yapping. We've been yapping. Was that a rooster? Yes.
It sounded like it, didn't it?
Paranormal.
Firefighter, true fire. Oh,
Oh,
we need to fight. Oh, okay.
ooh,
Because they would
interesting.
have like recognition.
Okay.
Nice. I always like to tell the story about Philadelphia, and Benjamin Franklin founded the very first fire department in the country right here in Philadelphia. And we have a fireman museum, and he's featured pretty prominently here. And of course, back in the day, it was, horse drawn with buckets, old school.
Benjamin Franklin was another one that was known for his fire hose, in fact.
Yes.
He was quite the ladies' man with that fire hose, for sure.
That's right.
So, Robert, to answer your question, that's probably true.
I would say
And
Yeah.
and because here's the issue: is the breed of us. Even then, it took a certain personality or a certain person. A lot of immigrants were firefighters because they couldn't get work. So you had Irish, you had Scottish, so you had that in the mix. On top of someone beating you to your own fire, so you already had the attitude with that, and now you're Irish or you're Scottish, and he's Irish. Nobody's going to beat me to my fire, you Irishmen. So you had all that come into play, and I don't think it happens nowadays, but you still, there's still that cockiness, in the air of we smoked you guys in, or we put your fire out, that kind of stuff. I've seen people get in heated discussions over the years.
Yeah. Well, and you brought up something pretty interesting. The whole. I'm sure everybody's seen. I think it's Scorsese that did it. The Gangs of New York with.
Yeah, there you go.
Daniel Day-Lewis, and is that Leonardo DiCaprio in that?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But there was there was a huge fight just amongst cultures there. I wonder if you could still go to some of those, like the 5 points where they they have that main battle, I guess.
Get some residual
still
stuff.
Pick up on some residuals there.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That would
Right
be
time.
really cool to see.
Right day, right time. Probably get something. And I think we get a lot of that too, either just with doing EVPs and ITC work. I think we get a lot of residual stuff that either we luck upon that just replays itself at the right time. There you go. Drink up, Annie.
Yeah.
But, you know, so you have a question?
Yeah. Come on, Katie. Stop being a little bitch.
You were like this?
Hey,
Drink
man,
it.
I'm drinking.
Okay, good. But
Yeah.
I
no,
gotta drink it
actually,
secretly.
should we do the same? Yes. We should all have hand fights. I think that would be great.
Hand fights. Robert wants to know, should we do the same thing with the various paranormal groups?
Well, I
Well,
mean, aside from like maybe trying to like
they do
put
every
out
day
fires,
online.
seems how we have no idea what we're doing.
Right.
I mean, to be completely honest, we don't even know what we're doing when it comes to the paranormal.
No one does. No,
Nobody
you're
does it.
and when we're dead 10 generations from now, we're gonna be in the same boat because you're never ever gonna know. No one's gonna ever know.
No one's gonna know. Oh,
And
but actually, this was my question that I thought of. It finally came back to me. So, when you come across people that say, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm helping so and so cross over," you know, because they're here and they're trying to connect with their loved ones who is also dead, but they can't, you know, and they're like, "Hey, can you just let them know that I'm looking for them, or I hope they're okay?" Well, if they're dead and you're dead, why are you talking to the alive guy? I'm right. I mean, what I'm trying
Right.
to say is, shouldn't both the dead people be on the same side of the barrier there to be able to communicate? Or are you literally, when you die, are you literally stuck in your own bubble and you can't communicate with anyone?
Good question. I think, and Katie's experiences too. A lot of times with
Well,
me,
yeah,
you get a lot of
this is for everyone.
you get a lot of ghost chatter. You know, I'll hit a right frequency or scan a right frequency, or a device will hit a right frequency where it connects with their frequency, and you get that they're talking, but they're not to you. You know, I think they
Right.
somehow through some audible frequency they're talking to each other somehow. Hi,
No, I
Ash.
mean, and are they actually having like actual discussions, or is it more like people in a nut house where they're just talking and yelling and saying things
Yeah, it's so random to
up
think.
to
I
the
would think
universe?
it's like a microphone in a bar. You know, just holding a microphone up in a bar and all the different conversations and tidbits and stuff, or the like you're saying, a asylum. People are just screaming stuff because they're trapped.
It's
I know.
weird.
It drives me insane. Like people come
Yeah.
through and tell me stuff and ask me stuff. I've had my dad come through. I've had people that I've known come through, and it's just like, tell me more. Why do you quit telling me? Why do you quit?
Yeah.
Why is there a barrier? Because we're not supposed to know.
I'd like the bill collectors to stop coming through. That would
Yes,
be great.
yes.
Yeah. So, but Katie, what do you think of that? What's your
Well,
take?
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love the spirit box, because sometimes like
Wicka
I
spirit
know that's
box.
one of, huh?
The wicka spirit box.
I can't do it as well. Wicca,
That
whatever.
was pretty good though.
Wikipedia. Wait, what?
Yeah, I know that's one of Mike's specialties with ITC, and I love the spirit box because I think it's a combination of everything. I think spirits come through. Some of them are on the same plane, so they're talking to each other. I think some of them are in different planes, so they're just speaking out, trying to find others on their same plane.
Mhm.
And then I think that they're reaching out to us too and connecting. And I think that's why when they see us, they say our names, you know, to let us know that they're here. So I think it's a combination of everything.
So, well, and another interesting take on this is, let's say that is the case where they're trying to reach out, and maybe
Like
there are different planes, and they're doing this or doing that. If you die, right, you spiritually, it's not that you lose your intellect, right? It's not like you instantly become dumb, because us here alive in a very short amount of time are able to come up with creative ways, devices, techniques using, you know, religion, science, mojo jojo to find ways to try to communicate, right? So wouldn't it behoove them, if that they are in fact in another plane, stuck, trapped, or whatever, that they would also want to try to seek ways to help increase their ability to communicate versus relying on just us to come up with everything and carry them up the mountain, essentially?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It drives me insane some days to think about it. Driving down the road, I'm thinking, oh, why don't you just do this, or why don't you just do that, or why don't you tell me more? And I don't know. We just can't bridge that gap as much as we try. Like I'm big on communication. You can use all the devices you want. I get all the fancy gadgets, but that we all want to communicate. We all want to talk, like we're doing now. That's what we humans do. That interaction, that talking. And I think when we do that to investigate or to reach the other side, it really shows through more, and we can communicate more that way with them, with those devices, than just flashy lights. Because there's a lot behind that science too.
Yeah.
Where you hear somebody's voice or they answer your question, it's like, oh, I mean, that's pretty relevant.
Yeah. So, MaryLynn, what do you think of all that?
What was the question?
MaryLynn can see in him.
She's zoned out.
Zoned out. She's like,
Keep drinking, girlfriend. Keep drinking.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're not doing taxes.
I haven't had. So.
We're just talking about different ways that maybe spirits in alternate planes or the same plane, because we don't even know that.
Right.
Why are they so reliant upon just us to make the technological or spiritual advances in technology or a way to communicate so they could attemptively basically be carried by us, versus them trying to find their own way, use their own intellect, as a, spirit, to continue to find ways to communicate or interact.
Because they don't know how to. It's whenever they cross over.
Neither did we, right?
And
we're here for a very finite time as a human. But
so
here you have
spirit, what
you have no time. Time is irrelevant.
They have. As a spirit, what tools would they have? It's the living. So that's why we have the different realms. And for me, I see.
How would they know what tools we have?
They can see us because they're still in our realm. They haven't crossed over to the other side.
But no, they're not in our realm, because if they were, they would be able to be here right now. But for some reason, there's a barrier, right? There's some type of there is a veil where there is a difference.
It's kind of the in-between. So they've crossed over from our realm, but they haven't crossed over to the other realm.
So I'm just saying, why just be reliant for us to MacGyver?
How do we know they do?
Maybe
they're right. Like that's the thing. Like, how do we? That would be interesting to find out. Maybe they are actively doing things, and who knows? Maybe some of them do get lucky, and we mistake those ones that do find ways to create a technology, maybe to possess somebody, and they instantly get looked at as a demon.
That could be
true. But
true.
really, they just want to go to they're just trying to get over to the sushi bar and have some sake and
Or the ones who have figured it out crossed over because that's their end goal.
Right. But what if that's not your end goal? Right? Like I think we always try to come up with the assumption that, oh man, we're all trying to get to heaven, or we're all trying to pass on. But what if you don't? Like, what if that isn't your goal? That's not what you want. Maybe you like what's going on. You just are trying to find ways to be more in control.
To be heard.
Right. To be heard. To make a turd. Or whatever. Any of the erds.
We lost Mike. He didn't like where the conversation was going.
He was like, screw this.
I feel like this is way too deep.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, you're back. I'm done with the turd.
I said I'm out of here.
That's what we said. We were like,
you were talking about the spirits, and that's what happens.
Yep. But I mean, it does. I mean, that's the whole point of when you create these type of podcasts, is maybe to talk about things that maybe are uncomfortable conversations because they're not what you would normally depict,
right,
of that situation. But you can't rule anything out, especially when it comes to the afterlife, right? I think we can all agree that.
Angus is out. Yes, Marcy, I'm headed to the swamp. I seen you.
Whenever it comes to the paranormal, because how can we be? Unless you're over there, you're not gonna know.
Right.
Might be nothing.
Ash, she says, the upside down.
Mhm.
And there is definitely that possibility. And what's interesting about that is we say, oh, there's no way to be there unless you're dead. Well, what if that's exactly what's happening to somebody that's schizophrenic or stuck in an insane asylum? What if they
Right.
are in the upside down? What if they are in that? They're in both. And
Right.
that's so much
So they're labeled as
energy.
crazy. Right.
They get labeled as crazy because
Mhm.
they can't physically or mentally handle
Control
that
it.
type of capacity. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
because that's
could?
what I always say is like I think the insane asylums were filled with people who can connect with the other side, but they didn't know how to deal with those people, so they just threw them in there.
And
Right.
creamed corn.
And cream corn, yes.
Yes. It was big in all the cafeterias.
Always better the next day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you never want to do next day cream corn.
Well,
Like
if we
that
were
film
upside
goes on
down.
top.
It's up.
And you're like,
Cold.
well,
It gets crusty.
yeah,
So are my
Ew.
underwear, but hey.
Ew.
yeah.
I think maybe I'll leave now. Just kidding.
So what do you got? What do you got? What's new? What's going on besides all this spooky stuff? I see you guys have been out on the road filming. You seen you're in Gettysburg. I was
Yeah,
Mike
we have-
Ritchie out with Katie.
Mhm.
We've completely finished filming season 2 of Paranormal.
Awesome.
And the last couple episodes, our season finale, is in the process of being edited now,
Sweet.
which is awesome. So hopefully that should be released hopefully soon. Obviously we've got the stuff with Jack Osborne in the mix. That should be coming up hopefully sometime this month. And then we've got the Legends Rally. We're going to be doing that. We will be in Birmingham. Yes. We'll be back to Birmingham, in fact, just for a brief moment. But then we have the Cajun Country Paracon.
Yeah.
That's going to be coming up.
Yeah, all
thanks
4 of
to
us are going to be
Marcy.
there.
I'll be
Always.
there. I think I'll get to see you guys all together.
Yes. So we're going to be doing a live stream with the incredible Brian Murray and Rochelle Stratton.
At the Paracon.
At the Paracon, probably
Well, we
I
have a
think we're
separate
gonna-
location that we're going to be doing that at, so you're welcome to join us, Mike, if you want to.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's going to be a Church's Chicken.
Oh, sweet. I never
That's
had
awesome.
Church's Chicken, and I'm in the South, so that'll be a first.
So good. I love it.
Is it?
I love it, but
They always kind of look
can't taste it now.
dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. But we'll be doing that, and then there'll also be Friday night is the VIP night where we'll be doing an investigation with everyone.
Yep.
No, Annie, I cannot make the Gothic Jail, unfortunately, but I'll be on the rest of the tour, just not the Gothic Jail.
Okay. That's fair. Let's see what else. Oh, and
Julius
then we will.
Jack and Ozzy did chicken shit bingo on their show.
Chicken shit bingo.
Have you ever
Yes.
seen that?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I never watched their show. I'll have to try to catch it sometime.
So what they do is they put a chicken in a cage and it has like bingo on there, and it's just wherever they drop is
Yeah.
the bingo number. So that's how they call it.
Oh,
I've seen cow chip bingo, sort of the same
Yeah.
thing.
why do
Nice.
we always default to wanting to use shit for bingo? That's kind of funny.
Because it's so
Poop.
random, you never really know.
That's true.
Because you
don't
never
where-
know what shit's gonna go down.
You never.
That's
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Shit's
But we'll
going
do
down.
Cajun Country. We'll do our MaryLynn and I think we're hosting the VIP investigation. And
Where's
then
is
we
that?
will do
Is
a
that at the
VIP
little village?
Yes.
Yes, but from what I'm told, it's still big enough that everyone will fit. So,
What about Whataburger?
That's
I'm
across
always down for Whataburger.
Right across from the hotel.
Yep.
After that, we do. Then we will do the. It'll be like a VIP pizza party and karaoke. I think that's Saturday night. And then is that the same day or is it the next day that the actual Paracon is? I don't.
I think Saturday's a Paracon.
Okay, so we'll be doing that the same night as the Paracon, which will be great. Then we got right after that, I think, is Booze on the Battleship. which is going to be
Yeah, I
with Katie,
know.
put on
Yep.
by Tamerlane Media, and this is going to be this. So the first time was only 1 day. This time she's extended it. I think it's now 3 days.
I heard a week. I heard it was
It's
a
a
week.
whole week.
Oh, so, no.
You're stuck with me for a week on a ship. No, just kidding.
She is giving out trial sizes. She's doing the little trial packages of Viagra for everyone.
Oh no,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
it up and
That's your-
going.
Is that your personal flotation device?
Right.
Right. Yes.
It's built in. It's built
We
in.
have those built in. So
Is that a buoy? What is that?
Oh my God.
It hit me in the head.
I'm
So
excited
yeah,
about
so we'll
booze.
do that. Booze on the battleship. That's going to be incredible. A lot
did you
of
say
fun.
boobs?
Booze? Yeah.
Maybe booze.
Maybe some boobs. Boobs and
Yeah.
Viagra. I'm switching
Yes.
gears with this event.
Yes, sell out fast.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's in.
It's already sold out.
Yep, sold out.
Opelousas.
Opaloosa?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, Opelousas. It's Opelousas.
Opelousas, yes.
Opelousas.
I'm so
Friday
excited.
night. Yes.
Oh yes.
Or
And
from you,
Robert asked me a question. Oh, let me see where they are. Only one more.
And he
He's
encountered
gone.
cryptids, and he's gone.
Which might.
Anyway, he's talking about the booze on the battleship, and then the next thing we have is he's going to be at the Broadhead Beard Brawl.
Oh yeah, they asked me to come to that.
Well, you should go because Mike is actually going to be MC in there, and then I'm going to be with Katie at the Rhodes Motel.
But there are also kids that's
Oh, okay.
Is it
Great
hotel? Or,
people, the couches.
Yeah,
Good people.
I'm excited.
Is
So
there
Katie
a
is
fight
in
in your?
hotel?
What's that?
Rhodes, is it a hotel or motel?
Hotel.
Holiday
Hotel.
Inn. Oh,
Rhodes Hotel. I'm excited. First time there. First time to Louisiana for Cajun. I'm doing all kinds of new shit this year. I'm excited.
Oh.
And I get to see all of you.
Yay!
And a lot of you in the
Nice,
chat.
nice,
I'm going to
nice.
see them. So I'm excited.
Rhodes is a good place.
and we still got big things. We always have things in the works. And I want to say, Robert asked me if we've had any cryptid encounters. I think.
We did in
Uh,
Alabama.
We had some encounters in Alabama, but nothing like super intense. Nothing pretty crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm excited to try to get more of that. That's kind of the plan. I want to see an alien.
We will be because we're going to be filming with the blondes and the booze.
Nope.
Are you saying no to what?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Y'all are quiet like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm like,
and that's
what?
basically, going to be, and Blondes and Booze' whole thing is about,
Cryptids.
that cryptid encounter of the close kind, or whatever they call it.
So that one's going to be actually called Paranormally
They love a
Blonde.
good hairy touch. I don't know.
Yes.
Paranormal what?
Paranormally Blonde.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's got a ring to it.
Yeah. I
What
like
a genius name.
Yeah. Mike, what do you got coming up this year?
Cajun
Yep.
is my first kickoff. We were going to be in Missouri, and that got postponed and changed around. I think maybe till next year. I'm not sure what they're doing with that. And of course, Booze is coming up. I usually do an event in Texas with the Curious Twins, the brothers.
The
Like
Clean
the
Brothers.
Brothers.
Bros. Are you not going to be a part of that?
No.
Really?
Is it a Paracon again? Like I've seen some stuff on it, but then I've seen they change the name to
Well,
do
they
something.
They said it's a Paracon, but there's no vendors. So to me, it's just a event.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I'm watching some of Barry's stuff on Facebook, and he does a fishing thing too. But no, I'll be at that one. Hopefully, I'll be back in Texas with Sarah at that event at the Black Swan Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's in May. Well, maybe. I don't know. I have to reach out to them, see if they're still doing it this year. I'll be out with the Searchers for a few events this year all over the country, so I'm excited about that. We
Nice.
scaled some stuff back this year. And
Say
sorta,
hello to the other Beacon Originals that'll be there.
Yes. Of course, the Bash
Oh yeah.
Yep. The
That's,
bash.
that's yeah. So we'll be there, and then I don't know. We've sort of scaled that part back. Shane's still busy with his appearances and stuff like that, so that keeps him busy. But yeah, I mean, I just take it
You
as they
bring up a
come.
great question. If Shane were to die right now, who do you think he would haunt? I think it would be Dave Schrader.
You think to get him back for all the turmoil that he's done to him?
Yeah, for all the poor Shane moments,
We're-
you know.
Yeah, maybe. And he
I
says
mean,
we're
that's what I
going
would think.
to right.
Who would you all want to meet if you could all meet a dead person right now? Who would
Oh
you want to meet?
wow!
And anyone in the chat, chime in. If you could meet one, you have one choice. There's a dead person that and it could be anyone. It could be, a family member if you want to be reunited with a family member. It could be somebody famous. If you could reunite.
So they're
with a
not dead
person.
yet.
No, they're dead. They're deceased.
The word is dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm just making sure because
Yes.
I
So
love
for
Shane
me-
Pittman, so I just want to make sure I'm crossing him off my list.
Okay.
For me, it would be Mark Twain. He's actually my 5th great uncle, but I would love to be able to sit and talk with him.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. The
Yeah.
mics?
Family member for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, family.
Yeah.
A family member.
Lorraine Warren.
Lorraine
Yeah,
Warren.
family.
Yeah. Family.
If
yeah.
I could, but that's tough because especially when you start to dig back, you're not sure if people were like mythical, real, and then would you be able to communicate with them? Like, are you able to speak the same language, as that person, because somebody like Alexander the Great, he would have a lot of very interesting stories to tell, though he was a right dick. Genghis Khan would definitely have some interesting stories to tell.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good point. I didn't clarify. I guess I should have clarified because if you meet like Genghis Khan, you're just going to stand there staring at each other, right? 'Cause you're-
Right.
you're-
He'll probably kill you, but yeah.
Yeah. You'd be like, wait, I summoned you, motherfucker. Why are you trying to kill me?
All right.
Well, I think
Oh,
just
Jeff Buckley,
I know what
that's a
you're
good one.
saying now. I mean, you just did a generic thing, and we're not
Yeah.
getting too detailed. But yeah, if you could meet somebody for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess like a great grandpa would be cool, or grandpa would be cool to get those stories that maybe you missed.
Right.
But at that same time, I mean, if you're talking about being able to really connect with somebody like Nikolai Tesla, right? Like, were you actually a Venusian, or were you in contact with other aliens in which you were getting your technology from? Right? Because that was kind of like
Mm.
a big thing between him and the FBI, and there
But
was a
he
lot
was
of
setting up
notes about.
towers too and everything, wasn't he? He was building like
Yeah.
the towers and everything.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of cool to be able to talk to somebody about, hey,
The first person to try to drink milk from a cow.
I like that one.
How random is that? That's hilarious.
That's
not
true.
that's not as freaky as talking to the first person that figured out that they've got ripples on their butthole, right? Like, when did you figure that out? Who is the person that was like, oh my God, was I like this the whole time? Right?
Yeah.
I think we're
And
all
then
speechless
he
with
went
that
and
one.
shouted it all out to the world.
See how he
Guys.
pulls it around to the butthole?
Yeah,
Always.
But
Pooping butthole.
He's gonna be like, you've got to go and look at your butthole. It's gonna blow your mind. Right?
Okay. So of the four of us, we have one vote butthole, one vote Mark Twain, one vote for Mike.
Family.
Angus, you picked a deceased relative, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. And a
He's
ribbon.
And maybe they can tell us some
Sure.
information, like why can't you talk to us normally, or what's the barrier?
Right.
To be completely fair, I don't want to have to. I would rather them find me when I'm dead. I want to be that guy that people want to talk to.
You're
I'll
the
have
guy
the
that people want to
conversation.
talk to alive. So
Exactly.
You're gonna be that ghost that's like the life of the party. You're gonna, you're gonna send and cross over, and then you're gonna be that. Yeah, you're gonna be the
The
ghost.
funny one.
A
I'm
never
gonna
ending
do-
party.
I'm going to
Yeah.
do nothing but spread misinformation. It's going to be fantastic.
I can see that. Mike knows it all.
It could have been about the butthole surfers. Or what about the first person to ever try a tomato and live?
Yeah,
Right?
the nightshade plants, right?
Yeah. Like you
Yeah.
already know the plants kill you, dude. And he was
Yeah.
still like, maybe this one's different.
Like pistachios, aren't they the same way?
Yes. Right?
Aren't they?
Who's the first guy that decided cooking a turkey? I'm going to shove a whole bunch of like uncooked bread in its butthole. Right? Like what was
That's
going
true.
through your mind, sir?
Yeah.
Like, did you just not have enough room in your oven?
That seems like something you would have discovered, though, Mike.
I could have been that guy.
I think, yeah,
Right.
maybe you were that guy, and you've been reincarnated now. You were the guy that wanted to shove stuff up turkeys' butts.
Which
So,
actually would make sense because I am a very no stuffing kind of guy. Probably because I've been there, done that. You know,
yeah.
it's an easy way to salmonella, folks.
Mike is like, what did I get myself into?
Right.
We've been all over the place.
Right. Well, we're just chilling. You're just chilling at work, so you know.
Yeah, it don't matter to me.
Kelly!
Oh, I will, Annie.
Yeah.
Kelly!
So, if we were to all die, let's circle back around to the one question: is if we're dead, why are we trying to reach out to the living? Right? Wasn't that a question?
Yeah, actually, it
So-
is. Right.
So so for all of you and people listening, if you were to pass and cross over, what would be your first, thing you would try to do? Would you try to help other deceased spirits cross over? Would you make friends with the spirit
Nah,
world?
fuck 'em.
Would you fuck them? Okay. Would
No,
you-
no,
Is that
no.
literally or physically?
Not physically.
But you do bring up some good points. I think the first thing is, am I stuck? And then why am I stuck? Is it one of those things where I've decided to not move on to whatever is destined for me? Maybe there is like they say you go to the pearly gates, you talk to somebody, his name is Frank, and Frank
Saint
tells
Peter.
you, yeah. Oh, is that who it is? Okay,
Saint
whatever.
Peter.
Mr. Peter,
Right.
he kind of tells you, hey, yeah, you're not getting in. You got to go down. There's an escalator there, or is it where you're like, yeah, you get to go to heaven. You did a great job. Based on the compliments that you had, we find you worthy to be in heaven for X amount of time, at which point you will then be extradited back to a physical body, and where you will get to repurpose yourself for another chance to do more and to do better.
Thank you, Annie.
So, I mean, that there is that goal, there's that possibility. Or what if are you familiar with trying to move in like 0G? Right? Like there's nothing to push, there's no pull, there's nowhere to go. So what if when we pass, you
Just
literally
stuck.
you are stuck, like you cannot figure out how to actually operate properly. So you are in fact stuck literally between a rock and a hard place.
Maybe that's why you get a lot of help. When you're using ITC and some of these devices, you always get help.
And maybe that's what they are.
Oh.
It's a lifeline.
And all you can do
They're
is
looking
just
for
speak.
that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. You're right, because
Mhm.
isn't that like such the cliche, but it's true. Like every other word out of the spirit box is help.
It's
So
help.
Mike, you might be right.
And that's
Maybe-
gay. I hear that all the time.
They're stuck spirits. And so that's why they're saying help me, because they think
They
we
can't
can
figure
help
it out.
them. Yeah. Huh.
Right. It's true. No
That's-
wait times.
You
That's
guys were
interesting.
going to the bash, right?
Yes.
So Mike and Marty Perry are going to be there. They're good friends of mine. They've been on Ghost Adventures. I filmed an episode with them at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. They're both psychic mediums. Mike speaks and Marty draws what she sees.
Mm.
Phenomenal. But anyways, what I'm getting at is if you get a chance to talk to Mike, super brilliant, and he has
Thank you.
the other Mike.
Oh,
I don't want to speak for him, but we talked for a while, His theory is there's levels, okay, and I don't know how many different levels. One, the level we're in now, and then like a purgatory, and then upper levels, and then lower levels. The gods can travel between the levels, where us can only go so many levels, but you can't go back. There's a whole thing he goes and talks about. It's interesting to hear, like, of course, the lower levels are where the bad people are and all that kind of stuff. But it is interesting to see, like, his
I agree, Franny.
it's like a purgatory type thing where you're stuck in that level till you go to the next level. But the gods can travel between the levels,
my
and,
buddy.
like Jesus and Buddha and all that stuff. But if you get a chance to meet and talk to them, please do.
Yeah,
They are
Yeah.
good people.
I'd love to, and I'd like to see what their insight is to maybe get like a multi-pass.
To
You
go
know?
between the levels.
Yeah, like is there like a hall pass?
Yeah.
like a Disney Hopper Pass.
A Disney Hopper Pass, yeah.
Yeah, a
Between
lightning
the
lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Catholics believe in purgatory, because of repenting sins and not completing tasks and all that kind of stuff. And
And look-
it's almost somewhat believable, because when you start hearing all these things through time, through different religions that sort of correlate with each other, if that makes sense. Like, well, that
Mhm.
sort of sounds like this, but this was happened then, and this happened in this part of the world with this religion, but it's sort of similar to this. So there's something that's sort of breaking down to give a little information, but
The
I don't
sad
know.
part about all this is we're still so narrowly mindedly focused on
Right.
it just being here on Earth, where we're also talking about aliens and the universe as a whole, who probably see things in a completely different capacity, right?
Right.
Maybe they don't. I mean, they may have religions, but they could be entirely and completely different.
Ghost gone
Right.
wild.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then at that point, us being here now is getting probed. Like, is that like pro pass? Like, would that move me up a level or two by getting a good probing?
Yes.
By an alien, or does that or negatively impact me? Like, I don't know.
Hi,
Yeah.
James. Who's the guy that's always on Rogan, the scientist, the black guy?
Oh,
The
that's
astrophysicist?
Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
No. Yeah, he has 3 names though.
Yeah, I can't remember. But he
Michael
talks
Clark.
about.
Duncan.
No, he's dead.
Michael
But
Clark. He's dead.
he has a donut shop. But
Oh.
anyways,
Denzel.
he talks
Washington.
about how we see stuff that has already happened. Does that make sense? Like when we see
Yes,
shooting
it's
stars, that happened a million years
we're
ago.
always seeing the
Because of light,
past.
it takes so long to travel to Earth, and that
Right.
that's his. A lot of that ties into what we hear and see and do too. Is that we're seeing stuff and it already had happened. I don't know. I think a lot of that plays into it somehow. And then he talked about aliens, and aliens
Thank
would
you,
come to
Julian.
Earth. Aliens would come to Earth and see dinosaurs because it hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? It's I don't know.
Right. Because they can't see the future. They can't see the
Right.
present. They can only see the past.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
like if we see something that's a billion light years away, that means we're seeing something that is a billion years in the past, essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So,
I don't know
but-
if
and
that
that
plays
makes
into
sense.
the
So-
dead too.
But and that very well could. And there's been hypotheses, and I've read some articles in what time travel would be like. Not time travel, but space travel, which in essence would be time travel if you think about it.
Right.
But they would actually have to basically use a lens to split space so they could see the present versus the past, so they know that the path is clear and to see what they're actually going to before they actually begin to travel, and then use that as a bridge gap. So it's really interesting to think, to know where you're going,
Right.
right? You literally have to time travel in
Yeah.
space to
Yeah.
accurately make it to someplace.
Go through a
I mean-
wormhole.
We do that every time we get on a plane. If you think about it, when we cross over the different time zones, we're time
Kind
traveling.
of time
then.
traveling. Mhm.
And
Yeah.
wormholes are a thing. We've had to take a dog there like once or twice to the vet. Yeah.
Take care of the wormhole.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. Medicine,
that's true. That's true.
It's
But
crazy.
to what Mike was saying earlier, that it's Marty, is that his name, Mike?
Mike and Marty Perry, yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept because and MaryLynn could probably attest to this. When you become a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master, you learn things like that about the different levels. I call them different levels of heaven, and that's why. And I'm sure a lot of people listening and you guys could attest that when you have a recent death in the family, they may come through pretty quickly to you, but then as time passes and the farther
Right.
they are along, they don't anymore. It's because they're ascending through the different levels,
Right.
and they're getting more and more healed as a spirit the more that they ascend. So I
Makes sense.
definitely agree with that. It's a very interesting.
Different levels of heaven sounds like a pricey Thai massage parlor.
Mm.
You have to get through each level. You have to advance.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do. My theory on that is, the relatively dead, and that's, communication with the dead immediately, to try to build some type of timeline or some type of research, put some data down to where, like you're saying, where the communication is fast and is real well, but then as time goes on, you come back to that, it's more sporadic, or you're not getting responses because they're going through there. Yeah,
Because we don't know the timeline for them on the other side.
Yeah, you don't know.
Seconds or
Right.
years, or we don't know.
Well, here's another great example of that. What about somebody that has had that near-death experience and has come back, right? So does that now impact them as in a way that maybe they're afraid to pass on now, or they don't know? Like some people have, like, they get, oh yeah, I had these dreams. Somebody came to me. I saw a wild turkey and he offered me guns. I don't know, whatever. Or maybe you have loved ones who are like, yeah, no, it's okay, everything's gonna be great. Or some people we've had interviews with people who are like, no, I felt like I was gonna get dragged down. I felt like people were there waiting for me to drag me down.
Right.
And then somebody like myself, I hit my head.
Did you remember anything when you were unconscious?
Nothing.
Nothing. There was just a state of.
I mean, nothing. When I say nothing, I mean I ceased to exist. I not only did I don't even remember the day of. Okay.
Did you hear anything?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I have nothing. So, but that's one of those things where it goes, wow, is there nothing? Or was I so lost in myself that I never felt like I was worthy enough of what comes next?
I don't know. Well, your body wasn't,
think.
But your body's programmed to die. We're all programmed to die at some point. So once you get to that stage where your body says, okay, we're going to start that process. And I think with you, your body wasn't in that state of being. It was, okay, we're going to heal. We're going to get through this, blah, blah, blah. And
But
so
I
that's
was
why.
supposed to. Mike,
So
that's the thing.
his mind was gone, but his body was still trying to get up and go.
Yeah.
So when he opened his eyes, he was gone. So he was not there, but his body was still in go mode. I got to work.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, it was almost like it knew that I was going to peace out, and like we talked, and I was like, hey, I'm going to get out because this shit ain't right. And my body was like, don't worry. I'm going to keep doing what we were supposed to be doing. And then I'm going to let you know when I think I'm ready to have you come back.
But it just had you rest.
Yeah.
It made your
and
brain rest, and it healed.
It was a reset for him. Yes, a reset.
Yeah.
I literally remember nothing except for some lady wheeling me into a room, and she said, do you know where you are? I looked around. I saw my wife and her sister, and I said, I'm in Boulder City. And she said, nope, you're in UCLA. I said, I am? She said, yeah, you hit your head. I said, I did? She said, yep. And then I looked down, and my feet were chained. My neck was chained. they had locked me into the bed because I apparently had an issue on trying to escape a lot. So
Probably about every 5 to 10 minutes, he kept trying to get up out of the bed. So I had to keep, while I was there, telling him, you hit your head. And he said the same thing. Oh, I did. And then he would lay back down. So every 5 to 10 minutes, same thing.
Yeah,
Right.
and now
crazy.
here I am, and it makes you think, okay, well, I need to start. I really need to take into account what I'm doing in this life, and I think this is for everyone. What we're
Right.
doing in this life to show that we're worthy of whatever is supposed to come next. Right?
Yeah,
Because it's better to plan for it and there be nothing than do nothing and then turn out you needed to plan for it.
Yeah, how many people
Right.
have we talked to? I mean, any of us have talked to, and even on this podcast, people, they have accidents, they have medical trauma, and whatever, and it gives them this new sense of purpose. Not that they didn't have it before, but it's almost they needed that wake up call,
right.
like a literal physical
A
wake up.
reset, like she's saying.
Yeah,
That happened to me the first time I had tuna. I had a new sense of porpoise.
Oh,
No.
Turns out it was not dolphin safe.
oh,
Yeah.
bad.
But
Yeah. Well, there's
you're right though. You're right. It does something in you, like spiritually, mentally, that makes you go, I may have made a mistake. I think I may have fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, it did for me.
Right.
I mean, and I'm not even saying that I was a terrible human or a terrible individual. I mean, I did my best, but I can definitely tell you, wow, okay, maybe I was a little too entitled. Maybe I was too much. I need to find ways to embrace more opportunity and feel less entitled and find a way to show that not only am I worthy, but I want to help other people be worthy of whatever comes next. Too.
Yeah. Well, Fireman Mike, you've been a firefighter and EMT for 30 years, so there's no doubt that you've talked to many people who have probably died back. You've had people die in your arms. You've had people close to death who came back. So I can't imagine, the stories that they've told you and the stories that you have.
Some pretty crazy for sure. We had a guy go unconscious on us and literally watched this whole time. Watched us from above what we were doing until they defibrillated and brought him back, and he's like, I was trying to tell you guys not to shock me because I knew, because he knew and said everything that we did. So yeah, the human body is incredibly strong. I've had people jump off 10-story buildings with a heartbeat. It's like, how does this even happen? Do you know what I mean? How does some of this stuff even? The human body is just such a miracle on how things work, and Mike can attest to that. It's just, his body's like, hey, we got you. You're, just chill. But yeah. Does
it make you think that maybe the body is strong for sure, the physical body, but does it ever make you think that maybe the spirit is stronger because the spirit knows that your body is struggling and dying?
Sure.
And so it kind of pushes you and brings you back.
Yeah. I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
It all works together as one, and then obviously it worked for Mike because the spirit was way stronger and let his body heal and him come back. So I think it's a combination, if anything, of the both together. That it's something. I'm telling you, it's crazy some of the stuff that you see and deal with, and the energy, is out of this world sometimes. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can you guys hear me still?
We can hear you.
Yeah, you're just all I see is a goat.
Yeah, I let my I didn't realize my battery had gotten so low, so I just plugged it in. So once it gets enough battery in, it should restart.
All right, I got about 2 minutes, and I'm going to get off here because I got to go home.
Oh yeah,
it's 8:00 anyway, so we can probably go ahead and let you go.
Yeah, why don't we just end this up?
Yep. So, Mike, is there a way for people to get a hold of you?
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah. Funny. If you get any of my social medias, click on my link tree and it has all my stuff listed, from Facebook to Instagram, X, YouTube. beacon, anything like that's listed on my LinkedIn, my website, and stuff like that. Or not LinkedIn, the tree thing, Linktree. Is that what it is?
Yes, I've got that too. Yep.
Yes. So that's just click on that and it brings up on my. I think it does. It should bring ideas.
Perfect.
But yeah, thanks for having me back on. I can't wait to see you guys in person. And encourage everybody to put this much energy that we do into chasing ghosts and spirits into everyday life and enjoy life while you still have it. It is too short to waste.
Yes.
So take some of that energy and do something fun, do something for yourself, do something for something else, whatever makes you happy, go out and do that, because it goes too fast, and before you know it, we'll be trying to talk to somebody here through a spirit box. So
There you go.
Perfect words to end with, my friend.
yes,
Awesome.
thank you for having me on. Thank you. I love you
Thank you so
guys, and I'll see you sometime this summer, if not sooner.
Yeah,
We'll
we will
see
see you on the
Nothing's
road.
nothing's
you,
worse than trying to use the Estes method to order some Little Caesars, you know?
All right, we'll see you guys.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.